الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. As per request, my respected teacher Mufti Zaid Sab, I'm just going to do in a 10-minute dars on the chapter of Qiyamu Shahri Ramadan from Mishkat al-Masabih. So in the Sharah called Mirqat al-Mafatih, written by Mullah al-Yaqari, it states that Qiyamu Shahri Ramadan is to stand in the night and to be busy in ibadah, including Taraweeh and reciting Quran. So the first hadith starts عن زيد بن ثابت أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اتخذ حجرة في المسجد من حصير. So it's narrated from Zayd ibn Thabit that the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم took a room in the masjid that was made from straw or thatch. فصلى فيها ليالي. So he performed salah in it during the night. حتى اجتمع عليه ناس. Until the people gathered upon it. Now the reason why they gathered is so that they could pray the Taraweeh Jama' behind the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then it says, ثم فقدوا صوته ليلة وظنه أنه قد نام. So then they lost his voice, meaning they weren't able to hear it anymore, and they thought that he had fallen asleep. فجعل بعضهم يتنحنه ليخرج إليهم. So some of them started to cough or clear their throat, so that they could make the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam come out the room, and so that he could lead the Taraweeh Jama'ah. فقال, so the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ما زال بكم الذي رأيت من صنيعكم. That which I have seen from your good deed has not left from you, it's persisted within you. حتى خشيت أن يكتب عليكم. Until I fear that it becomes prescribed upon you, meaning that he fears that it will become farad upon us. وَلَوْ كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمْ مَا قُمْتُمْ بِهِ. And if it's prescribed upon you, you won't establish it. Meaning that he's aware of the weakness of the ummah, and he doesn't want to make something farad upon us that we won't be able to do. And it links to the ayah, لَا يُكَلِّفُ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِلَّا وُسْعَهَا. Allah does not burden a soul with more than it can bear. So it continues, فَصَلُّوا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ فِي بُيُوتِكُمْ. So perform salah, O people, in your houses. فَإِنَّ أَفْضَلَ صَلَاةِ الْمَرْءِ فِي بَيْتِهِ. Because the best of the salah of the person is in his house. إِلَّا الصَّلَاةَ الْمَكْتُوبَةِ. Apart from the prescribed salah, because those are best to pray in the masjid. And the reason why he says that the nawafil and the sunnah salah are best to pray in the home is because if you're praying at home by yourself, there's no chance of riyah, there's no chance of showing off. So you won't start praying extra nawafil in front of people to show how pious you are. Everything that you'll do will be sincere and it'll come from the heart. The next narration starts, وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال. It's narrated from Abu Hurairah رضي الله عنه. He said, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يراقب في قيام رمضان. That the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم used to make desirable, he used to encourage the standing of Ramadan, meaning performing Taraweeh, من غير أن يأمرهم فيه بعزيمة, without commanding them, meaning commanding the people with intensity, meaning he didn't command them to the point where it would become fard upon them. فيقول من قام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا. So he says, whosoever stands in Ramadan with imanan, meaning believing in Allah and believing that Taraweeh is a good action, wahtisaban, meaning that he performs the Taraweeh for good deeds and to gain closeness to Allah, and not for showing off or other evil intentions. غُفِرَ لَهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِهِ. That which has proceeded from his sins will be forgiven from him. Now in the Sharah, in the commentary, it states that this is referring to minor sins, but forgiveness for the major sins can also be hoped through Taraweeh. فتوفي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم والأمر على ذلك. So the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم passed away, and the matter was upon that. By that it's referring to performing Taraweeh in the homes by yourself. ثم كان الأمر على ذلك في خلافة أبي بكر. Then the matter was upon that in the caliphate of Abu Bakr. وصدرا من خلافة عمر على ذلك. رواه Muslim. And the beginning of the caliphate of Umar was upon that as well, and it's narrated by Muslim. Now, the reason why it changed in the caliphate of Sayyidina Umar is mentioned in a later hadith, and I'll just go through that. So that narration starts, عن عبد الرحمن ibn عبد القاري. It's narrated from Abdul Rahman ibn Abdul Qari. قال, he said, خرجت مع عمر بن الخطاب ليلة إلى المسجد. He said, I left with Umar ibn al-Khattab during the night to the masjid for the Isha Salah and for Taraweeh. فَإِذَا النَّاسُ أَوْزَاعٌ مُتَفَرِّقُونَ. So they saw, meaning Sayyidina Umar and Sayyidina Abdul Rahman, they saw that the people were scattered and they were all spread out within the masjid. يُصَلِّ الرَّجُلُ لِنَفْسِهِ. There was a man, he was praying by himself. وَيُصَلِّ الرَّجُلُ فَيُصَلِّ بِصَلَاتِهِ الرَّهْطِ. And there was another man, he was performing salah, and with his salah there was a group praying, meaning that man was the imam and there were people performing behind him. And in the commentary it says that this salah that they were praying was Taraweeh. فَقَالَ عُمَرُ. So Umar radiallahu anhu said, إِنِّي لَوْ جَمَعْتُ هَؤُلَاءِ عَلَى قَارِئٍ وَاحِدٍ لَكَانَ أَمْثَلَ. Indeed, if I could gather these people upon one qari, meaning one imam, it would be even better, it would be closer to perfection. ثم عزم فجمعهم على أبي بن كعب. So he became determined to do that, and he gathered the people upon Ubay ibn Ka'b. قال. So then the narrator says, ثم خرجت معه ليلة أخرى. So then I left with him, meaning I left with Umar radiallahu anhu another night. وَالنَّاسُ يُصَلُّونَ بِصَلَاةِ قَارِئِهِمْ. And the people were performing salah with the salah of their imam, meaning they were all praying in jama'ah. قال عمر. Umar said, نِعْمَةُ الْبِدْعَةِ هَذِهِ. What a great bid'ah is this, what a great innovation. So just that statement from Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu proves to us that there are some good bid'ah, because as a companion of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wouldn't go against the teaching. So that means that the statement of the Messenger, كُلُّ بِدْعَةٍ دَلَالَةٍ, it's not just general, and there is some sort of there are some bid'ah that are good and some bid'ah that are bad. So then the narration continues, وَالَّتِي تَنَامُونَ عَنْهَا أَفْضَلُ مِنَ الَّتِي تَقُومُونَ. And those who sleep from it, meaning they delay performing their Isha and their Taraweeh, they are better than those who establish it. Meaning it's better to وَيُرِيدُ آخِرَ اللَّيْلِ, and he intended the latter portion of the night, meaning it's better to perform the Isha Salah and Taraweeh during the latter portion of the night. وَكَانَ النَّاسُ يَقُومُونَ أَوَّلَهُ. Whilst the people used to establish it in the beginning of the night. رواه البخاري. It's narrated by Bukhari. May Allah forgive me if I made any mistakes. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.